Don't find yourself in the same situation as the Israelites. What was supposed to take an 11-day journey turned into 40 years because of disobedience, because of a hardened heart, because of rebelliousness, and because lack of faith and trusting in God. God had already declared the victory for Israel. He had already said, I'm going to give you a land flowing with milk and honey. And the surrounding nations, the Gentile nations that are against you, I will deliver them into your hands. All you have to do is have faith, trust in me, follow my lead, follow my guidance. But instead, they moaned, they groaned, they complained. Oh, we should have still been in slavery. At least we were fed, and all these other things. They kept their eyes on the surroundings, right? They kept their eyes on the wilderness because there was a desert and there seems to be no life, no water, no food. They had unbelief because they didn't think God was going to deliver them. They didn't believe that God was going to meet their needs. They didn't believe that God was going to give provision in the current circumstance, in the current situation that they were in. But oh, how familiar does this story sound? Because we are just like Israel. How many times have we found ourselves in the wilderness, in the dry place, right? In a current circumstance to where we're moaning and we're groaning and we're complaining of how things aren't going right, and we're keeping our eyes on the situation, on the things that are not working out in our favor, instead of keeping our eyes on God, paying attention to see what He's doing. Because the truth of the matter is, we don't trust God like we say we do. And I'm not just talking to y'all. I'm also talking to myself. Let's be real with ourselves. There are times where we don't trust God. We don't think that God can supply water in a dry place. We don't think that God can give bread. We don't think that God could give manna. We don't think that God could give sustenance when we don't see any food around. Just as God provided the manna, just as He provided quail, just as He provided an oasis, He's provided water. He gave them the sustenance that they needed. Was He not a pillar of fire at night and a cloud during the day to keep them from the hot sun? So I'm here to ask you the same question. When you were in your wilderness, or if you're currently in your wilderness and you're in a dry place in that desert, has not God provided for you when you needed it? And if you're in it now, is He not right now providing you what you need at this very moment? So I'm gonna tell you this, okay? Do not be like Israel. What was supposed to take an 11-day journey to get to the promised land, it took 40 years because of unbelief, because of disobedience. Whatever place, whatever season, wilderness God has you in, be in that thing, but also know that God is with you. Know that He will give you sustenance. Know that He will give you water. Know that He will provide. Know that He will be the pillar of fire at night. And know that He'll be a cloud in the daytime. Know that even in your dry season, He's going to give you everything that you need. He will give you the necessities that you need to get through that dry place and to get to the other side, to get to your promised land that's flowing with milk and honey. God delivered Israel by way of the Red Sea. You would think that Israel would be fully persuaded in their mind after what they witnessed, after what they saw, in the manner that God delivered them, that no matter what we face, no matter what we go through, the same God that delivered us is the same God who's going to get us through the wilderness. But that wasn't enough. So let me ask this. How many times has God delivered us from a situation? How many times has God got us through a wilderness? How many times has God gotten us through the valley? How many times has God showed up supernaturally time and time and time and time again, constantly showing His hand, constantly showing that He is present in everything that we have faced and everything that we've gone through? But yet, we still don't believe because we think what we're going through right now, what we're currently in, is too much for Him.